Welcome back, MK Car Reviews. Today, we're diving into one of the most legendary American performance machines ever created. A car that feels less like a vehicle and more like a thunderstorm on wheels, the Shelby Cobra. This is the machine that took raw power, minimal weight, and a rebellious American spirit and fused it all together into an icon that still shakes the automotive world decades later. If you've ever wondered what it's like to command a car that barely weighs more than a go-kart but has the muscle of a full-fledged performance monster, stick around, because the Shelby Cobra is the living definition of too much power and not enough sense. And that's exactly what makes it unforgettable. Let's start by stepping back into the world that created this beast. The idea of the Cobra begins with one man, Carroll Shelby. A former racer forced to retire due to health issues, Shelby refused to leave the automotive world quietly. Instead, he set out to build something explosive, something fast enough to scare Ferrari and shake up the international racing scene. His recipe was simple but genius. Take a lightweight British roadster, the AC Ace, and stuff a big American V8 under the hood. The result was the Shelby AC Cobra, a machine that looked elegant and classic, but had the personality of a wild animal waiting to be unleashed. Now let's talk performance, because that's where the Cobra separates itself from almost everything of its time. One of the most iconic versions, the 427 Cobra, came equipped with a massive 7.0-liter Ford V8 that produced around 425 horsepower officially, but in reality, many of these engines pushed well above that. And remember, this car weighed under 2,400 pounds. That power-to-weight ratio was absolutely insane, even by today's standards. This thing wasn't just fast, it was brutal. 0 to 60 miles per hour could happen in under 4 seconds, which was essentially unheard of in the mid-1960s. This was a car built for the racetrack, yet somehow legally allowed on the street. Driving the Cobra is an experience that borders on dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. There's no stability control, no traction control, no safety nets, nothing artificial holding the car back. It's man versus machine in the purest form. You feel everything the car does. The steering is razor sharp, the throttle is explosive, and the sound. Well, the sound is a symphony of thunder created by that monstrous V8 and side exit exhausts that scream inches away from your legs. This is not a car you relax in. This is a car that wakes you up, keeps you alert, and reminds you that you're dealing with one of the most aggressive production cars ever built. Now, even though the Cobra had the heart of an American muscle car, the body and chassis gave it a different personality than a big, heavy Mustang or Camaro of its time. The lightweight construction gave it incredibly quick handling, and on a track, it felt nimble, almost violent in how fast it could change directions. The wide fenders, low stance, and exposed side pipes gave it a presence that made every other sports car take notice. And once people heard it coming, they didn't just notice, they ran out of the way. Naturally, with performance like this, the Cobra became a dominant force in motorsports. It won races in America, battled Ferraris on the world stage, and helped solidify Carroll Shelby as one of the most respected names in performance engineering. It wasn't just fast, it was a statement. It was America telling the world, we can build something wild enough to compete with the best. Now let's talk pricing, because the original Cobras have reached legendary status not just among enthusiasts, but in the high-end collector world as well.